Welcome to Get Your Mind Right. Today, we're diving into your questions and insights in our mailbag segment. Thanks to everyone who wrote in. Let's open up the mailbag.
Hey, good morning, and welcome back to Get Your Mind Right, the Friday Mailbag Edition. This is the world's only podcast that caters specifically to digital marketing and merchant services sales professionals. What do we do here? Well, what we do is we take your real world sales questions, we add a heavy dose of big rhino energy, and send you out there sharper, bolder, and ready to stand on your business. Now, this week's episode is straight from the jungle. Tough questions and even tougher answers. But first, my good friend Shay Horseman from Nashville, Tennessee, threw a curveball at me. Okay? No question that he done laid down the gauntlet. It's about forgetting perfection and getting obsessed with volume and what you are willing to do to build that unstoppable pipeline. Shay, get ready because you're on the on-deck circle, buddy. And next comes from his running buddy, Brad Holler from Nashville. And Brad is squaring off with Mr. I Know Everything, that stubborn merchant who watched one YouTube video and thinks they invented interchange. And we're going to end up today's episode with Kylee Rathgaber from Evansville, Indiana. And Kylee wants to know if industry events are actually worth the time, travel, and the dry chicken that you suffer. Or should one just double down on prospecting instead? Hey, let's break this down. Full throttle style, time to get your hustle on. So, today, on our first question, I'm turning over the reins to Shay Horseman. So, Shay laid this out for me. I'm going to relay it to you today. It's about those who want to win had better get obsessive about action. He didn't ask the question. This is a challenge, and baby, it's the right one. We're going to keep it on 100%. Most reps spend so much time getting ready, they forget to go. They're doing all sorts of activities. They're polishing their CRMs. They're color coding their notes, and they're sending out 5 perfectly phrased emails. And what they really need to do is pick up the dadgum phone and move. Here is the ugly truth about high performers. The inside rep, AE style, in our franchise, the baseline should be 100 dials a day. You're doing 150 dials a day, you're elite. If you're really doing less than that, you're not really dooming, you're just dreaming. Reps making the money are the ones that are getting the repetitions in. You want more deals, then you need to make more dials. Let me say it rhino clear. You cannot close what you don't contact. Now, what Shay's laid out here is the 500 call challenge. This is the special. Number 1, 500 calls a week. Number 2, you do it for 4 weeks. And number 3, there's no fluff, no excuses, but I was organizing my pipeline cap. This is how you build momentum because every call is a chance for you to get sharper, and you will get sharper. Every voicemail builds rhythm, and every voicemail that you leave, you're going to improve on that. Every hang up thickens that 2-inch thick rhino skin and makes you tougher and more impervious than ever to torpedoes. And when you get that yes, well, that's what you're there for. That is going to fuel your fire. Now, Shay's challenge is to do this for 30 days and tell him that you don't feel different. Personally, I dare you to do it. You got a dry spell? Make 500 calls. You're getting ghosted? Make 500 calls. Want to level up? Guess what my answer is? 500 calls. Hey, folks, I don't want to kid anyone. It ain't sexy. It ain't fancy. It is effective. Shay's perfectly aligned with what we say here. No excuses, just action. Shay, I appreciate it. Wasn't a question, but what a great challenge. Our next question comes from Brad Holler from Nashville, Tennessee. And Brad's question is, what do you do when the merchant thinks they know everything? Brad, we've all met this guy. Mr. Hey, I've been doing this for 25 years. Mr. Square's great. Mr. Yeah, interchange? Yeah, I know all about that. But here's how you deal with this energy sapper without getting bulldozed. First thing is acknowledge this person's experience. You start with respect, not resistance. You say things like, you know what? I totally get this. You've been in this game a while. That experience is gold. Most people I talk to don't even know what their effective rate is. When you agree with someone, it lowers their guard. You're not threatening, you're agreeing, you're aligning. Next thing, Brad, is I want to see the statement. Pivot to the proof. Say something like, Bob, yeah, I tell you what, let me take a look at your last two statements. You clearly know your stuff, but I'd love to compare it to what we're seeing in the market right now. Don't fight his ego. We're going to invite it to the table. Now, they're going to do one of things. They're either going to shut down and move on, or they're going to get curious. And when they get curious, Brad, that's your in. The next thing is let the data do the talking. If they give you a statement, don't tell them they're wrong. Show them. Hey, here's the math. Bob, it looks like you're paying a 3.2% effective rate. It's totally common in your industry. That's what companies do. In the dark of the night, they raise your rates. But with our program, I'm going to get you down to 2.4, and without changing a single thing operationally. Brad, that's a flex. It's quiet, it's confidence, and it's the facts, Rhino style. Now, your pro tip here, Brad, is to use a peer case study. You might say something like, Bob, let me share what I just did for a similar business. They thought they were good too, but we saved them $800 a month and added reviews on SEO on top. Nothing shuts down a know-it-all faster than a real-world result. Because now what you've done, you've added to their know-it-all knowledge base. Bottom line is don't argue. Educate through data, influence through example, and never ever chase approval. You're the expert here, Brad. You know the play. Keep that charged mentality in place, babe. Now, bringing us across the finish line today is my friend Kylee Rathgaber from Evansville, Indiana. And Kylee wants to know, is attending industry events really worth it? Kylee, I love this question because industry events can either be rocket fuel or a complete waste of wardrobe changes and stale muffins. Well, let's break it down. Let's talk about the events first that are worth it. Number one, there are events where you have a plan. You don't show up and wing it. Beforehand, you know who's attending. You're setting meetings in advance. You're setting people you want to meet in advance. And you're going in with some clear goals. Like, I'm going to go into this event tonight and I'm going to build 2 strong referral relationships. I'm going to connect with 5 high-value prospects. And I'm going to learn 1 new tactic that I can apply to the next one of these events. Now, the next thing, Kylee, I want you to ask yourself, are the right people there? Is your target vertical attending? Are they the decision makers? Or are you just there collecting tote bags and stress balls? Now, last thing, Kylee, you know what I'm going to say on this? You got to follow up like you mean it. Because your ROI is going to come after the event. Following up quickly, sending custom follow-ups, booking demos, setting calls the next day. Because, Kylee, if you don't have that follow-up plan, well, you've just had an expensive coffee date with strangers. Well, let's talk about what kind of events are a waste. Number one, if you're hiding behind the event to avoid real prospecting, ooh, that's painful. I know some of these listeners out there, and you know who you are. We want to stay away from that. And second, if you leave your business cards and you don't have any book meetings, once again, we're there for action. No book meetings means that there was no action. Or if your objective was just to show up, just to absorb energy and take selfies near the expo booths, once again, you've got nothing out of that. Let's keep this thing in jungle mode. If it doesn't create revenue or referral potential, you're better off making your calls and scheduling the demos. My rule, I don't know, 1 event a quarter, 2 a quarter maybe a max, unless it's a vertical you dominate or a group you dominate. In that case, you show up, you own it, and you follow through. Folks, this is another edition of Mailbag in the books. Let's recap this. Shay Horseman dared you to stop hiding behind your setup and start taking real action. Brad slaying the know-it-alls with proof and poise, and Kylee brought us home figuring out if the event life is a power move or just overpriced coffee. So what's next? Get your rhino on. Master the boring stuff. Dominate the phones. Respect the data. And for the love of cha-cha, if you're going to show up like a Rizzler that is ready to close. And hey, I'm asking you to do me a favor. You like what you heard today? Share it, like it, smash that subscribe button. You are built for this. Thanks for showing up today. I'll see you next time on Get Your Mind Right.